Hi, can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Steve Knox. I run a business inside of Procter and Gamble called Tremor, which is a word-of-mouth marketing business.
Okay, cool. So where are you right now?
I am in Paris, France, at the M2C conference.
Okay.
And have been here for our first day.
Okay, and you just had a very interesting speech, I have to say. It was a lot about disrupting marketing. Can you talk a bit about that, please?
Sure, we've invested a lot of time and money into the cognitive psychology of why do consumers talk, why do people talk, and it's rooted in a core concept called disruptive equilibrium, which is essentially that you disrupt consumers' schemas, mental models of how you make the world work. If you can do that effectively, the brain can't stand being in a disruptive state, and so the way you get back into it is you talk about it. It's at the core of what causes word of mouth.
Do you have some example, like concrete example of that?
Sure. An example I just gave here is on Secret, which is a deodorant brand in the United States. The core schema, the model that you have is the more you move, the more you sweat, the worse you smell. We've created a message behind that brand of the more you move, the better you smell. It's a very disruptive thought. It interrupts the core schema. Very successful business results.
Okay. And you also said that Procter and Gamble was not a brand, meaning people don't know Procter and Gamble. What do you think of using social media for Procter and Gamble on a corporate level?
Well, people know Procter and Gamble. We just don't, as a company, we just don't choose to advertise Procter and Gamble in many places of the world. We just recently had an experience doing that in the United States behind the Olympics. But corporate, it's all about who's the target. And so if your target is interested in Procter and Gamble, then you can use social media to talk about Procter and Gamble. If your target's interested in the Tide brand or interested in the Pampers brand, then you use it on the brand specific. It all comes back to the consumer. It all comes back to what is it that the consumer is interested in talking about, not so much what you're interested in talking about.
Right. And last questions. Tremor is mainly in the US, am I right? Yeah.
Tremor today is exclusively in the United States.
Okay, and what about Europe then?
We currently are not in Europe.
All right, and yeah, I've got another question. I just read like 2 weeks ago, I think, that you were building an office next to Facebook. Is that right? Or
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Bye.